Hey, what's up, everybody? Doug Lane here, Fastlane Car Care. It's been popping up a lot lately about mobile setups, so I figured I'd take a minute or two to show you guys mine. For starters, we're in a 2023 ProMaster. This is the short wheelbase, high top. My plan is eventually racks up top for film, but I digress. So normally, the way I use it is, if I have any ladders, project platforms, anything like that I need for flat glass, that's primarily what I use this for. I don't really like doing cars on the road, but if I have to, I will. So just lay film there. We got tie down points. We can strap them down. This is my old roller. Obviously, the problem is if you have anything stacked up, it's a pain in the ass to get in there because you got to break everything down just to get in there. So that's the old deal. Keep this stack right here tied down. Guys, you can see there's no partition. If you're gonna get a van, I highly recommend you get a partition. It is super convenient when it's raining or whatever. You can just jump back here real quick and get, what you need to do done. But anything that's not strapped down, man, if you get in a wreck, it's just a missile, so super dangerous. So this is the Milwaukee fold-up dolly. I'm not in love with it, but it does work really well. That little base flips up and down, but the problem is it's because it flips up and down for storage, it makes this kind of janky. But I call it the milk crate. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'll usually set my keg up here, and then this is just my everyday automotive pouch. And then generally, glass cleaner, spray away, I love it. Masking tape, tape measure, headlamp, couple lights. You can always use that stuff. We got the little bit of Fusion Epic Orange, really great adhesive remover. Personally, I use ATR for the most part, but top drawer is BTU meter, a couple extra tape measures. Dude, I'm terrible about forgetting these, so I'll leave a few of them in here. Puffy paint, if you know, you know. Scrub pads, markers. This is also where my blades are. Razor blades, single blades, Triumph, whatever. These little guys are supposed to be in there too, but stuff for prep, a couple of custom wrapped wagon guy knives. This color's beautiful. Depending on the way the light hits it, makes it change colors. This color is definitely more green in person, but looks kind of Gumby-like. That's cool. Anyway, double-sided tape. Sometimes you got to take remote starter antennas and stuff off. And then, of course, some glass aid. I don't really use much. SOS steel wool pads. A bunch of chiselers down in there. Dry shrink prep. Impact. I do like to bottom load whenever possible, so impact's always handy to have. And then this guy, this locking bit deal. This bit will not come out unless you push that forward. So really nice. I can't tell you how many times I've lost a bit, in a door panel or whatever. Spare orange crush blade, forward rear view mirror release tool. I got the hood prop, which this is for hoods or hatchbacks that have crappy shocks. You won't, if you buy one of these, you won't need one. So I strongly recommend you get one. You don't have to get a Cornwell. That's just a generic deal. A lot of places make them. Rear wiper arm removal tool. A lot of you guys fight with those hatchbacks. Most of the time you can pop that wiper completely off in about 3 minutes, and then you don't have to fight the film. Various little panel pullers, pry tools, ratchets. A ratchet. Don't use that too much. This little guy's pretty handy. You got a 3/8 on one end, a 1/4 inch head on the other, but both of those heads pop out, and then you've got a 10mm wrench and a 1/4 inch bit driver here, so you can pop this out and put your little flat bits in there. Like if you needed to get into a tight space with one of these, you could put this bit in there. Super handy. Spare heat gun, a heat gun, spare battery, Milwaukee bits. This is a Cornwell Universal. It's got every bit that you could possibly need. And honestly, I use like 4 bits out of this, but why not have it? T20 is pretty much the only one you're going to need in a Phillips, but whatever you need, that thing's got. So you can lock these back up. I'm just going to tell you I'm a little bit of a Milwaukee fanboy now, but don't think that you have to run out, guys. Like new guys watching this, don't think you have to run out and get all this shit. I got a 1/4 inch socket set. This is the master set, super set, whatever. It's got the shallows, mids, deeps, a ratchet. Really don't need that. Just starting out, you really just need like a 10, a 7, and a 5 millimeter, and you're pretty much good. But this is guys, this is a combination of like literally over 7 years worth of stuff. So don't think that you need to run out and buy this to be a tenner. 3/8 long neck, charger just in case, and 2 batteries. This thing's super handy, saves you a lot of time if you pull quarter windows, like on the Pilots, Passports, Ridge Lines, Camrys, that kind of stuff. You can do that super quick. What really sucks is I bought my first one. I've got a duplicate set of all this stuff in my home garage. So the first one of these I bought was like $350, and then that one was like $150. So that's the price you pay when you want to buy stuff when it first comes out, but well worth it. They make me a ton of money. Down here is flat glass stuff, bulldozer obviously for your back windows, mallet for taking off forward rear view mirrors, spare Fusion hybrid, 8-inch orange crush, Triumph scraper, red line on a long boy Fusion long 5-inch handle. Pretty nice deal. And then this pouch here is for my flat glass tools because it has bigger pockets. Honestly, guys, I can do probably 98% of cars with the bulldozer, and then my daily tools, which pretty much just consist of it's a Judge right now on a hand job. Yeah, Fusion hand job, scrub pad, shank if I need a 2-stage, of course gator blade for prep. You can use a real razor blade. I'm back and forth. I like the safety of the gator blade, but honestly a razor blade does work better. You just got to be careful what glass you're using it on. And right now I'm using a Dehydra on a Fusion Shorty 5-inch. Probably my favorite handle. And that's pretty much it, I've got my custom red dot. This baby's 2 years old as of today, actually. And, I got another one with a carbon blade if I want to shave a top edge or whatever. And then in here, I got this Milwaukee underhood light. Rotates, whatever. You can pop this off and just use it as a light. Works out super well in here because these lights in the van kick off after 20 minutes and you got to reset them. So I've actually set up a folding table in here and cut flat glass film because I only needed to cut 3 windows for like somebody's house. So rather than drag everything in and out, I just popped it up, boom, boom, cut some so easy. Light comes in handy, obviously if you want to do that type of stuff. Like I said, guys, don't feel like you have to run out and buy all this stuff. I ran for literally 5.5 years out of my 4Runner. I really only bought the van because I wanted to do more flat glass commercial stuff, and sometimes you need ladders, like real ladders, not just little step stools, project platforms, scaffolding sometimes. So that's why I got the van. It's not finished. I've had it for over a year now. It's not 100% finished. But yeah, hopefully this gives you some inspiration. 2 things I want to do is insulate it and then use plastic corrugate stuff. I want to finish out the rest of that, just mainly for, see there, the light kicked off. Oh, yeah, they're going to shut off entirely. Cycle the key and all this other stuff. So I want to insulate it, mainly because I'm in Ohio, and when stuff gets cold, obviously it freezes. So if you're out all day and it's really cold outside, basically you shut the heat off, the box is going to start freezing. So anything, if you have slip solution, all-purpose cleaner, stuff like that, you run the risk of it freezing, and a lot of times once stuff freezes, it's trash. It doesn't work anymore. So really just temperature stability is why I want to do that, and noise, because this thing's pretty loud when you're running on the highway. But yeah, there you go. There's I'm going to say a mid-level mobile setup. There are definitely guys that have better mobile setups. It can definitely be done with less. Obviously, one thing I forgot was my towels. So you saw how I had the stack strapped in there. I'll stack a hamper full of towels right beside it, clean towels, obviously. And then I'll usually just throw my dirty towels just on the floor in here in one corner or whatever. Then when I get home, I put them in a laundry basket and wash them. Kind of touched on it a little bit, but I love the versatility this thing offers. So whether it's flat glass, whether it's auto glass, big job, small job, you can pretty much make it meet any need you want. And you can also, if you do a van, you can letter it up. It gets a lot of attention. As you can see, this is metallic gray, and so it stands out because it's not just a plain Jane white creeper van. The black wheels on it, boy. 20% ceramic on the front doors and 35 on the whole windshield. She a bad girl, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, there you go. Work in progress, but mobile setup question pops up a lot, at least that I see. Cooler for the drinks and the snacks, but yeah, need a $50-some thousand van to do it. You can run out of the trunk of a car. I've seen that done. Really just find a setup that works for you and the way you like to do things, and just build on it from there. I mean, I really feel like we're never really done with our setup. I'm always looking for something better, something more efficient. I got some plans for something else that would work on larger projects, like doing whole buildings that I've got in store, that when that day comes, when I have a need for that, I'll throw that together and I'll share that with you guys. But hopefully this gives you some ideas, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.